Oh, let me pop this up real quick. Cause one thing we're not gonna do is play games. I'm gonna wait for some people to come in here. I'm gonna see what I have to say. Cause part of me felt like, oh, don't say anything, only because I'm the type of person that's never like lately, as you have seen, I have not been in any controversy or anything like that. But I also feel like there's a difference between like letting stuff happen and then like and not addressing it or just speaking your truth, right? And so, hi everyone, it's so good to see you guys. I miss you guys so much. Oh my god, I have some exciting news too. That actually, I might say it on here right now too as I'm addressing this. But hi everyone. So what I wanted to say is, right? I want to say this. I wanted to address the dolls and the whole situation of please frame the issue what's going on. I got you. I wanted to address the dolls and the situation that's going on with it, right? Because I posted like this morning, I woke up and I seen actually, let me make sure I cite my sources, right? So I can have it ready for y'all so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. Happy New Year to everyone as well. So this morning I woke up and I seen on the neighborhood talk because I've been getting tagged in a lot of their comments lately since earlier, and pretty much it's a Vlad TV interview, and they're saying that a guy named Whack 100 announces he's doing a new reality show called The Girls, featuring 12 transgendered women, and then also there's another network. The Now TV network are doing the Dollhouse. I mentioned doing a show with all trans women maybe over a year ago. Keep in mind, no one has mentioned wanting to do an all trans show. No one has been interested in doing trans shows, right? No, like that's never been a thing. People weren't interested in doing trans shows because they felt like it's not a good profit. They felt like, oh, the trans community, if we do it, then it's gonna make us look gay or it's gonna make us look X, Y, and Z. Like they thought that it was non-profitable, right? Like with trans women. That's what it was. That's what the story has always been. So I'm like, you know what? I've been getting asked to do a trans show for years. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. At the beginning, I felt the same way. Like, I don't really think that people are going to want to see something like that. I think people are more just into whatever that I've been producing or whatever's on TV, right? There has not been an all trans show anywhere. You can't tell me one where it's all trans girls doing what they're doing, telling their lives, sharing their stories, X, Y, and Z. The only trans show that was out, the only show that had trans women that was out, I'm sorry, was the one where they were fighting the straight the cis women, and there wasn't stories. It was just them literally in a house fist fighting each other, and that was it. There was no like, I don't think there was green screens. I don't think there was a storyline. I don't think there was them opening up. It was just literally them fighting in a house. So I said, if I'm gonna do a show, I'm still gonna give you the ratchet, yeah, because that's what people want to see. But let there be a story. So I mentioned, okay, boom, I'm doing the dolls. That's the show that I want to do. So I mentioned the dolls. All of a sudden, I think 3 or 4 other networks months later was like, oh, we're doing a doll show. We're doing a show with all trans women. And now all of a sudden, everyone's wanting to do a trans show. And then when I say something about it on my story today, a lot of people are backing me up. Shout out to all the trans girls and everyone who is defending me on social media right now. But when I say something, then there comes haters like, what are you talking about? You think that you're the first one to create X, Y, and Z? If we're looking at the stats, go and look at blogs right now. They're saying it. Gemini Films is the first one to create an all trans show for X, Y, and Z. I'm not saying it so it can sound good. I'm saying it because it's the truth. This industry was not interested in doing anything with trans women ever. So that's what it is. It's not the fact that everyone can eat, but it's the fact that now everyone wants to do it when they see that it's working for me, and it is something that I decided to start doing. Now all of a sudden everyone wants to do a trans show. Why didn't they do it a year or 2 ago? Why didn't they do it 5 years ago? Why all of a sudden it's right now in this moment when I announced it and when I start releasing stuff, all of a sudden now everyone is like, oh, we're doing a trans show too. We're doing a trans show too. I don't care. Everybody can eat because everybody's been eating and doing their own thing. When I did the Bad Boys Club, it was the first Bad Boys Club. Doesn't matter if Oxygen had Bad Girls Club. It was the first Bad Boys Club. Oxygen didn't do a Bad Boys Club. Zeus wasn't even a thing when I did Bad Boys Club. And it doesn't matter if it was on YouTube, if it was on TV. It doesn't matter what the platform is. At the end of the day, I'm the first one to have done it. And you can't sit here and lie and say, oh, well, they don't know who you are. I have text messages, emails, DMs from people over at that network, people over at the other network, people from the industry who's hit me up. I've gotten calls. I have voicemails. I have people who are in the industry who watch, who have said stuff. I have people who are cast members who came up to me and said, I ain't gonna lie, we had a couple of your episodes up when we were filming our show because we wanted to watch and see like how we can do it and how we can kind of copy you. If I was to drop names, oh, it would be a whole thing. The only reason why I'm not doing that is because the people, gave me their word and was like, listen, I'm not trying to get, X, Y, and Z. They're trying to make their bag. They ain't trying to get into it with the network, whatever's going on. But if I was to drop names, it would gag the entire podium. Okay. So at the end of the day, it is true. I set the tone for a lot of stuff. And because I'm saying it doesn't mean that I'm cocky. I'm just confident in what's happening. It's just the truth. You get what I'm saying? Like, and anytime I've ever done Bad Boys Club, I've always said, yes, it was because Bad Girls Club. What else would it have been from? I always gave props when it was due to where that came from. But then I also switched it up. I did the Come Up. You know what I'm saying? A gay version of, let's say, Love and Hip Hop and Housewives. Now, all of a sudden, you see every web show doing the same thing. You can't tell me that you don't. You can't tell me that now when you go on YouTube, you see 5, 10, 15 different web reality shows with gay men who are in a group, a social circle, and they all do music and acting and makeup and hair and X, Y, and Z, and now that's happening on the web show. Life's a Drag. There was no other drag reality show. RuPaul's Drag Race is the one that we all have known. There was never a reality drag show like that followed drag queens in and out of drag in more of like a Love and Hip Hop state. And now I'm doing the dolls, and that's happening too. So, and yes, if we're being quite honest, I was supposed to be a producer on the whole baddies bad girl thing that was supposed to go on, but y'all know the story. I already said the story already, what happened when the phone calls was happening, and then all that stuff happened. I already said that. There's no need to lie about anything. It's just crazy that when somebody who has a smaller platform like me compared to those other platforms, of course it's not as big, so it's always going to look like, well, because your platform is not as big as theirs, they're the ones who is doing it first, so they're the ones who they're not copying you because your platform's smaller. Why would they copy you? Again, if I could name drop right now, I would, and y'all would gag. It doesn't matter how big or small the platform is. It's about what the truth is, and that's just on period. So yeah, getting that off the chest, I wanted to say that I'm really excited for the dolls regardless. I think that many people are going to copy this, and we've known it because me and my production team was already seeing it before it was publicly announced, but we never said anything. But now that it's like literally like 3 other networks are now announcing that they're doing an all trans show with trans women in a house, living in a house together, and all this other shit, just like we did. I felt like it's only right to kind of just state what's going on, and to state like, if you don't see it now, then you'll never see it. Bigger platforms always steal from smaller platforms. Exactly. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. You should have known it was coming. Now it's I knew it was coming, but the fact that it's literally happening right now, like right after I start releasing it, is it's just crazy. That's actually what larger platforms and producers do. They take from smaller ones because they know many won't do anything powerful about it. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Like 4 other networks. Yeah, exactly. Like, I kid you not, I done seen 3 or 4 other people now saying, "Hey, we're doing a trans show with all trans women living in a house together and doing this and doing that." And I'm like, girl, none of y'all was thinking of doing that until I started putting out promo for the dolls. Now all of a sudden y'all casting for it and y'all doing this and let's look around. They don't have to get that you have. Thank you. So I also wanted to say this, and this is for the people who hi Karma. Thank you for being a member. This is for the people who are wanting some content. I know that we've been doing the members only, and we've been doing Patreon, but I'm feeling really nice and I want to do something a little special for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is starting maybe starting this Sunday. I'm gonna so Patreon and the YouTube membership gets to watch. They have all the episodes so far. I think like 7 episodes of the come up that they've already seen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna honor that and give them the early releases. They're gonna see it way beforehand. They're gonna get all the exclusives regardless. But now for the YouTube fans that's been here from day one, and the people who maybe can afford to pay for the membership every month, I'm again slowly but surely going to release the next episode of the Come Up Atlanta for free, and so forth, so on. So that way the people who couldn't afford it will get to watch it. So this Sunday, we'll live watch episode 2 and 3. And then, like I said, it's gonna air on Patreon and membership again way before, so they're gonna get it. But because I feel like there is still a lot of people who want to see it, they will get to see it. And the same thing will happen with the dolls. The dolls will come out first on Patreon and YouTube membership, and then down the line it will come out for free on YouTube. That way you guys can still watch it. Because the thing I miss the most is the live chat. Like, how we be live watching it all together. That is really fun for me. And because I haven't had that in a long time, I feel like it'll be fun. So if you are free this Sunday, episode I think 7 or 8 will be out on membership and Patreon, and then episode 2 will be out on YouTube, so we can all watch it. And episode 3 as well. So we'll have some fun with that. I don't know. I feel like I said everything I need to say, but I miss you guys, and we're going to start doing some cute little live after shows or whatever like that. I just miss talking with y'all and keying with y'all on the lives and all that. So we're going to get that popping very soon. I love you all, and thank y'all for riding with me. We're about to hit 105K now, so we're 95,000 away from 200K. Happy 2024. I love you all so much, and keep being amazing. And I will see y'all this Sunday. Let's get it cracking. I miss y'all. We're going to have a good time. Sunday at 8 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna put out the live countdown thing so you can pre-save it or whatever like that. But I will see you this Sunday for episode 2, and then I will see you on Wednesday or Tuesday for episode 3. Okay, bye.